this class we can see what is a current component of a BJT. So before that we can see how we have a good PNP or NPN transistor. So first we can discuss how we have a good PNP transistor. So for most of the application we would prefer a good transistor. That means we would prefer that almost all the holes injected by the emitter into the base to be collected at the collector side. That means the collector current should be nearly equal to the emitter current. That's our preference. So here we know that for a PNP transistor the n-type base region and the base should be the n-type material, and for a good transistor the base region should be narrow and the whole lifetime top should be long. So we can say that that requirement, we can say that this WB should be very much less than LP. WB is the length of the base and LP is the diffusion length of holes. So if the diffusion length of holes that should be very much less than the base length, then we can say that an average hole injected at the emitter junction will diffuse to the depletion region of the collector junction without recombination in the base. So if the base width is very less, that means the recombination rate should be less. And the second requirement is that the current IE crossing the emitter junction should be composed of almost entirely of holes injected into the base rather than electron crossing from base to emitter. So that these are the requirement. That means first is the recombination rate should be less, and the second thing is the current at the collector should be equal to the current coming from emitter, that is due to holes only, and the current due to electron should be less. Then only this requirements is called as a requirement for a good transistor. So next we can see the current component in a transistor. So in figure we can see that we have a PNP transistor. The p-type material acts as the emitter and the middle region is the base and the end region is the collector. So we can also see that the emitter, base and collector current is also marked. So in this we can see that we have marked different region 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. So we can see what are the components of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the first one is the injected holes lost due to recombination in the base. So we, as we discussed in working of the transistor, we said that the emitter will emit the majority carriers. So here it is a PNP transistor. So the majority carriers are holes. So that holes will reach at the base region, and few of the electrons will recombine with few of the holes will recombine with electrons at the base region. So that injected holes lost due to recombination in the base is represented by this 1. So that component is represented as that 1 symbol. So we can see that the holes is the majority carriers at the emitter side. So there should be a diffusion from high concentration to low concentration, but at base it is an n-type material, so the majority carriers are electrons. So few holes will recombine with electrons, so that recombination loss, injector holes lost due to recombination is represented as that symbol 1. And second one, we can see what is that second one. So holes reaching the reverse biased collector junction. So we can say that at normal working we already said that the emitter base junction is forward biased. That's why these holes are moving to the base junction, moving to the base through the junction, and the collector base junction is reverse biased. So the holes will be after recombination, the majority carriers holes will move towards the, and that should be collected towards the collector side, and that should be represented as this 2. So this is due to the electric field. The holes will be accelerated towards the collector due to the electric field that formed due to the reverse bias of this collector base junction. So the majority carriers that is coming from p-type emitter will collected at the collector, that is represented by this notation 2. Next we can see what is 3. 3 is thermally generated electrons and holes making up the reverse saturation current of the collector junction. So we already said that this collector base junction is reverse biased, so there should be a reverse current, that reverse saturation current is there. So that is due to the thermally generated electron hole pairs. So that is represented by this 3. So this thermally generated electron hole current is represented as 3. And next we can see what is fourth one. Fourth one is electrons supplied by the base contact for recombination with holes. So we can see that this the fourth one is at the base region electrons are the majority carriers, so that electrons that is given to the holes that is represented by this 4. So this electrons and holes will recombine and they will contribute the recombination current. So and fifth one is the electron injected across the forward biased emitter junction. So we know that this emitter base junction is forward biased, and at the base side thus electrons are the majority carriers, so there should be a diffusion of higher concentration to lower concentration is always there. So the higher concentrated electron from the base will move towards the emitter region, that is represented by the 5, that is represented by the arrow that indicated by the number 5. So these are the hole and electron flow in a PNP transistor with proper biasing. So next we can see that how this what are the different contributors for this base current IB. So now we already said that there should be some recombination of injected holes with electrons in the base, even with a WB is very much less than LP. That is the condition for a good transistor. Even though this transistor should be a good transistor, then also there should be a recombination current. And the electron lost to recombination must be resupplied through the base contact. So that will contribute a recombination current, and that should be the IB. And some electrons will be injected from N to P in the forward biased emitter junction. Even if the emitter is heavily doped compared to the base, this electron must also be supplied by IB. So and we already said that the electrons are the majority carriers in the base, and that electrons will diffuse into the emitter side through the forward biased emitter base junction, that also contribute IB. And the third contributors for the IB is some electrons are swept into the base at the reverse biased collector junction due to thermal generation in the collector. The small current reduces IB by supplying electrons to the base. And we already said that this thermally generated electrons also contribute some current that we marked as 3. So that will reduce the IB current. So our requirement is that most of the holes that supplied by the emitter should reach at the collector. That means IE should be equal to IC. That is the ideal condition, and our aim is to make IE is nearly equal to IC. But due to this contributors of IB, that IE is we can't make 100% of IE as IC. So these are the different contributors of IB. That means IE should be equal to IB plus IC. That means IC is IE minus IB only. So that's the hole and electron flow in a PNP transistor. So we can represent the current component also we can represent as for a PNP transistor. The current component we can represent it as this is the figure that represent the current component. So from emitter there should be a hole current IPE, that the hole current is represented as IPE, and that IPE is lost due to the recombination with electrons at the base region. So that current is represented as IPE minus IPC, and the remaining current will reach at the collector, that is represented as IPC. So then similarly from base the electrons from the base that will move towards the emitter, so that current is represented as INE, that is the current at the emitter due to electrons. And similarly the reverse saturation current is represented as ICEO, and that is due to thermally generated minority carriers. So we can see I is IPE plus INE, and IC is IE minus IB. So that is IC, and this IB IB consists of this recombination current as well as the thermally generated current due to electrons. So this is the transistor current component in a PNP transistor. Similarly, similarly for an NPN transistor also we can define the electron hole flow, and this is the figure for an NPN transistor. So we can see that the at emitter the electrons are the majority carriers, so this electrons will move towards the collector, but in between the base is made up of p-type material, so the majority carriers are holes. This few electrons will recombine with the holes, so that recombination is shown there. So the remaining current will reach at the collector, so that IC is nearly equal to IE. IE consists of two parts because due to this forward biased emitter base junction, few holes will move towards the emitter side, that will contribute IEP. So the IE consists of two parts, IEN plus IEP for an NPN transistor, and the base consists of this IEP plus this recombination current plus the reverse saturation current. So this way we can represent the whole electron flows as well as this current component in a PNP and NPN transistor.